A hidden chapter from my past romance with a younger love sibling before I tied the knot, a genuine tale of betrayal. Greetings, one and all. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Mia, a soul nurtured in the heart of Virginia. A tranquil setting adorned with streets embraced by trees, and a harmonious line of houses standing proudly. Throughout my early years, I found myself in the company of my parents, sharing countless moments that shaped my youth. My mother was a gentle soul, her smile greeting me each morning as she went about her preparations. From the break of dawn until the shadows of night enveloped the small kitchen, she spoke of my father. A man of few words, yet bearing immense responsibility, toiled diligently to provide for our family. In a quaint little house, modest yet warm, the air was thick with love and cherished moments. All that lingered in my mind was a tapestry of perfection, or so I believed. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, allowing me to weave more captivating, true tales for you just like this one. Be sure to watch this video all the way through, as the tale that unfolds will be truly captivating. But then, at the tender age of 15, my entire world came crashing down. My mother departed this world after a sudden and unforeseen illness, leaving me in a whirlwind of confusion, struggling to grasp the reality of it all. As I observed my father, a profound sense of emptiness enveloped me, filling the space of a home that had once resonated with joy and laughter. We carried on sharing our lives, yet the essence of the family we once were has faded away. Each dawn, I ventured to school, and with the setting sun, I returned home. In that familiar kitchen, the essence of simplicity lingered, with the same humble meals gracing the table. Yet my mother was absent, and every meal felt incomplete. Though there were only two of us, the chasm that lay between my father and me seemed to stretch far beyond the confines of our home as I reached the age of 18. My father found love once more, it was Ashok, and though I sensed it within, I understood that he deserved to embrace happiness again. His new wife, my stepmother, was a kind and gentle woman who brought with her a son. Alex, a year my junior, initially made me feel as though my world had been flipped on its head. Once more, the tranquility I had come to cherish was slipping away. At first, I found myself in a bit of a bind, navigating the unfamiliar waters of bonding with my younger brother. Despite his warmth and openness, I couldn't shake off the feeling of unease. He was reserved, much like me, as we both endeavored to adjust to our new circumstances during the evenings. In the heart of the home, the entire family would come together in the living room. My dad and stepmother would sit together, engaged in conversation about work or future plans, while Alex and I shared knowing glances. Amidst the swirling haze of confusion, I found myself bowing my head in response to the gatherings around the family table. In a peculiar manner, Alex frequently facilitated our chances to deepen our understanding of one another. In my hands, a humble offering, yet it carried a weight of meaning beyond its simplicity. He often lingered in silence, his words few and far between. Yet, there were moments when his gazes stretched just a heartbeat longer than necessary. I found myself pondering whether I was being overly sensitive, or if it was just the innocent affection of a younger brother for his new older sister. Yet there lingered an undeniable tension, a silent undercurrent between us, feelings that ought to have remained purely sisterly, but had woven themselves into a tapestry of complexity. Throughout the day, there were instances when my heart would race at his mere presence, and I found myself resenting that feeling. I detested the realization that I had begun to see him as something beyond just a brother one fateful night. Whispers of illumination reached my ears. Echoes of footsteps in the hallway. Alex quietly entered my room, as was his custom, and we would share fleeting conversations before he retreated to his own sanctuary. Yet this time, he took his time, savoring the moment. His gaze lingered, searching mine as if he yearned to share a hidden message. In that moment, uncertainty clouded my thoughts, leaving me at a loss for words. The air around us was heavy with unspoken words and electric tension. The silence lingered, extending into the unknown, and before I could fully grasp it, it unfolded before me. I gave a subtle nod, encouraging him to linger just a bit more. We lingered in the shadows. Two strangers, bound by an unexplainable closeness, found themselves drawn together. To be truthful, I had a fondness for Alex. He possessed a striking charm that drew my gaze irresistibly. At times, I found myself pondering whether I should felt a twinge of guilt, given that he shared my name as a brother. Yet, those thoughts were but whispers, quickly overshadowed by the clarity that accompanied a life lived beneath the surface. Under the same roof, we found ourselves sleeping apart. Yet, it was sealed off by chambers on the upper level. As I reflect on my father and stepmother, engaged, the arrangement on the first floor occasionally led to some rather awkward situations. At a crucial juncture in our lives, Alex and I found ourselves intertwined in a narrative of transformation. Once upon a time, I found myself as a college freshman, while he was a senior in high school, navigating the twists and turns of our youthful journeys. Engrossed in the art of exam preparation, we were both finding our way through the fresh cadence of existence, however. The air was thick with unspoken words, a silent weight hanging between us in the stillness. As the sun dipped below the horizon, we would gather on the sofa in the living room, sharing the warmth of our companionship after a long day at school. The soft illumination of the television, shedding light on our quiet moments as we grappled with the search for expression. The emotions shared between us were shrouded in mystery, far from the ordinary. The intricate tapestry of feelings shared between siblings. I came to a profound understanding. My feelings for him were sincere, beyond the bonds of family love. This revelation left me in a state of bewilderment. Still, I couldn't ignore the way my heart quickened at the mere sight of Alex. On that tranquil evening, much like countless others before it, the world seemed to pause, inviting tales yet to unfold. When I came to understand that it would not conclude in the same way, my parents embarked on a journey that lasted around 5 days, leaving Alex and me to weave our own tale at home. At first, we believed it would be an opportunity to unwind, free from the watchful eyes of adults. On that fateful night, we gathered in the living room, a space filled with whispers and shadows. As we settled in to watch a romantic movie that held little interest for either of us, the minutes stretched on, and I had taken the liberty of preparing some snacks to accompany our time together, incorporating dried squid and fruits, and a few cans of soda to unwind after a hectic week. And so the tale unfolded on the screen. With a sense of ease, we engaged in conversation. Light-hearted laughter danced through the quiet corners of the house, yet suddenly, a surprising scene unfolded before our eyes, illustrating a pair entwined in a fervent embrace, their motives shrouded in mystery. We embraced the hush. The laughter dwindled away, and the space between us grew heavy with the weight of unvoiced thoughts. Alex's gaze lingered on me, a palpable presence that stirred the air around us. A gentle warmth enveloped the surroundings. My vessel. As I sat there, gripping my soda can to soothe my nerves, a sudden wave of anticipation washed over me. In an unexpected moment, Alex wrapped his arms around me. His movements exuded strength, surprising, and completely captivating. His kisses held a sense of urgency. It felt as though every emotion we had buried deep within us was finally breaking free, had burst forth, wasn't able to withstand the tempest that stirs within my heart. Yet my body reacted in its own unique way. We had crossed the line that, in that moment, the bond between siblings was palpable, a deep affection that transcended distance. Within the shadows of the hushed chamber, that night morphed into something extraordinary, into a realm of the unexpected. A pivotal moment unfolded. A transformation that I sensed would reshape everything. That whole night, Alex and I were bound by an unbreakable bond, shattering all limits. Our conversation was brief, just a handful of words shared between us. All unfolds with a natural grace, a culmination of what had long been held back. Once we shared a bond that felt unbreakable, vanished, supplanted by feelings that slipped beyond our grasp. The next morning is etched in my memory, as the soft sunlight danced through the curtains, casting a warm glow in the room. I found myself beside Alex in what ought to have been my moment. A tranquil haven for slumber. All that surrounded me remained the same. In the stillness of the room, silence enveloped everything. The glow was inviting. Yet, something deep within me had changed forever. We shared a handful of words, exchanging glances that appeared to express a shared understanding our lives could never reveal. Beth remains unchanged in the days that come after. My father and stepmother embarked on their adventures once more, and we embraced every moment of our time together. The air had cleared, and all tension had vanished. Only a tangled web. In the warmth of our shared moments, we existed as though we were a young couple, deeply in love. Unshackled from the vigilant gaze. Glimpses of shared meals evolved from family gatherings into cherished, intimate moments, exclusively held in the bond between Alex and myself. Every evening, we gathered to immerse ourselves in the world of films. We shared our conversations and concluded our days nestled together in the same bed. In this moment, I allowed myself to drift away from reality, embracing the choice to escape. To overlook that Alex and I were merely siblings in title. We lived as a couple unburdened by worries. Unaware of the unfolding world beyond our grasp, the fateful day finally dawned. Upon their return, my parents stepped inside. In the house, all returned to its usual state. Alex and I took up our roles once more. As siblings played their roles, weaving a tapestry of normalcy, pretending that nothing had transpired. That each cherished moment had simply been a passing illusion. My parents were blissfully in the dark. With bright smiles, they shared tales of their adventures. As Alex and I shared our thoughts. Silent exchanges, a shared understanding that our hidden truth must endure. Concealed in the time that came after. We carried on with our hidden tale. In the quiet corners of life, where love weaves its magic, there are those secret moments that slip away unnoticed, yet linger in the heart forever. Those secret evenings, brimming with fervor, transformed into a cherished ritual. As the night fell and my parents retired to their slumber, a world of possibilities unfolded before me. Or needed to venture outside. Alex would quietly enter my room. And we would embrace one another. As if a barrier had never existed between them. In the light of day, we played our parts, pretending that all was as it should be. Gatherings around the table returned, cloaked in a veil of normalcy. As Alex and I shared mere passing glances. This concealed strain departed from me. Breathless, yet the weight of guilt lingered, refusing to release its hold on me. Yet, it lacked the power to propel me forward. Each night, I found myself weaving a tapestry of hidden moments with Alex, cloaked in the shadows of secrecy. Grew increasingly intimate. That I dreaded I could never break free from. It understood that I could not allow this to persist. Thus, I quietly embarked on the journey of taking birth control pills. Guarding my deeds from the eyes of others. I feared the possible outcomes of our connection. Yet, rather than halting IQOS to keep control, it was about a year later that things took a turn. Once upon a time, Alex embarked on a new adventure, graduating and setting off to a vibrant city to pursue his college dreams. I sensed that the course of our relationship was destined to shift. Even if I didn't wish to. To acknowledge it, the distance wove a tapestry of challenges. Enough. Whispers of the night, silenced forever. Silence. Moments woven together, despite the physical separation that life imposed upon us. To take a moment to reflect on our relationship. Though I frequently found myself yearning for the echoes of our past. Upon completing my studies, I embarked on a quest to discover a new direction for my journey. I submitted my application for a position as an office worker at a digital company. The role held no remarkable allure. Yet, it provided me with a sense of steadiness. A moment of peace amidst the emotional storm I had faced. It was at that moment I encountered. He was the one destined to transform my existence for all time. In the heart of the city, he ran a thriving hair salon, radiating an aura of tranquility. From our first meeting, there was an undeniable blend of confidence and charm that captivated the moment. His strength and kindness left a profound impression on me. He was a character unlike any I had ever encountered. Each tale he wove, each look he cast upon me wrapped me in a cocoon of safety. A desire that had lingered in my heart for ages. Our hearts intertwined in a beautiful dance of affection. Swiftly, all events flowed seamlessly, as if guided by an unseen hand. It felt as though fate had woven our paths together. Before long, we embarked on our journey of marriage. The family life I had always envisioned. At this moment, our journey has brought forth a little one who shares our bond. An existence feels more whole than it ever has. My time spent with him, and our child was a source of strength for me. For a moment, set aside the burdens of yesterday's sorrows. Yet, they sometimes emerge in times of vulnerability. At last, I have discovered a new sanctuary. A gentleman deserving of admiration and affection. Yet, in the depths of my thoughts, the echoes of Alex and those hidden days remained alive. Resisting the pull of oblivion, I frequently pondered whether the memories would ever slip away completely. Yet, in this moment, my heart beats for those I hold dear, for they are my world to shield. And that is what truly holds significance. Yet, a part of me carries a weight of guilt towards my husband. He is a remarkable individual, consistently demonstrating sincere care and affection towards me. Yet, each time I gaze into his eyes, a weight settles in my heart. It feels as though I am concealing a chapter of my history that he has every right to uncover. I wrestle with the dilemma of revealing my history with Alex to him. A restless mind wanders through the night, unable to find solace. Caught in a delicate dance between unveiling the truth and safeguarding the secret for all time. I worry that if I reveal my truth, he may never see me in the same light again. All that we have created, the small family I hold dear, could fall apart because of my confession. Conversely, carrying this secret feels like a heavy weight pressing upon me with each passing day. Honestly, it leaves me feeling unworthy of the love he has for me. I am at a loss for what steps to take next. Here I find myself at a crossroads, filled with uncertainty. Which path shall we take on this journey? As you listen to my tale, you may find yourself passing judgment on the pain I have caused to others. And for the unfortunate choices I made in days gone by. Imagine, if you will, finding yourself in my shoes. What course of action would you take? Would you dare to unveil the truth, aware that it could bring everything crashing down? Or would you embrace the quiet, allowing the echoes of the past to settle into the depths of your mind, wishing they never resurfaced to threaten those dear to you? I eagerly await your thoughts and insights in the comments section below. If you found yourself in my position, what would you do? Should I lay it all bare and confront whatever comes my way? Or should I conceal this to protect what I hold dear? I welcome any guidance, understanding, or feedback you may have to offer. For I stand at a pivotal moment, grappling with the uncertainty of the path that lies ahead.